Have you ever felt like someone was watching you, but you couldn't quite prove it? Not paranoia, not imagination, just this creeping sense that behind those curtains across the street, eyes are locked on you. It starts small, a glance, a door creaking open when you walk by. But what if it's more than curiosity? What if your neighbor isn't just nosy? What if they're watching you? This isn't just about suspicion. It's about protecting your peace, your privacy, and your power. In this video, we're going to break down the 5 psychological signs that your neighbor isn't just being friendly or overly curious, but might actually be monitoring your life, your routine, and your movements. Stick with me until the end, because what you learn today could change how you view the people around you forever. Sign 1. They know too much about you without you telling them. The first and most disturbing sign is this. They know things they shouldn't know. Maybe you never told them where you work, but suddenly they're asking how your meeting went. You didn't mention you got a new car, but they bring it up. Or worse, they know when your relatives visit, when your lights are on, or when you leave the house. This goes beyond neighborly interest. This is unearned information. And Stoic philosophy teaches us something powerful here. Be wary of those who observe more than they engage. You see, a true Stoic guards their privacy like a sacred temple. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If someone is obsessively observing you, their inner world is being colored by your life. That is not admiration, that is obsession. So what do? Don't overshare. Don't give easy access to your personal life. Be intentionally vague. Redirect conversations. Set boundaries. It might feel awkward, but protecting your peace is more important than avoiding a few seconds of social tension. Your life isn't a reality show. Not everyone deserves backstage access. Sign 2, they appear everywhere you go. Ever notice that no matter where you are, they seem to appear? You step out for a walk, they're out too. You go to the store, suddenly they show up. You sit on your porch, and they just happen to be gardening again. Coincidence? Maybe. But if it's consistent, it's a pattern. Here's where Stoicism enters the conversation again. Seneca said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. But someone who follows your life like a shadow is not seeking improvement. They are feeding on your energy. This kind of constant, subtle presence can slowly drain your mental clarity. It creates psychological pressure. You begin to feel like there's no safe zone, no privacy, even outside your own front door. What can you do? Observe them just as keenly. Be still, be quiet, and simply notice. When you catch their patterns, they lose the element of surprise. Take note of times, places, habits, not to retaliate, but to defend your domain. You are not prey. You are not entertainment. You are a sovereign being. Remember that. Sign 3. They manipulate conversations to extract information. This one is subtle. It starts like a casual chat. How's work been? Are you heading out this weekend? But listen carefully. These aren't friendly questions. They're data collection. Watch for how quickly they steer the talk back to your schedule, your relationships, your income. And oddly, they rarely reveal much about themselves. Stoicism teaches the virtue of discernment. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." But in this case, the listener is listening with intention that lacks wisdom. They're not seeking connection. They're gathering leverage. This kind of manipulation can cause internal doubt. You start second-guessing, am I just being rude? Should I answer? You don't owe anyone answers just because they ask nicely. Start redirecting, "I don't talk much about that," or "Nothing exciting lately." Let your mystery be your strength. Let your silence be your shield. You don't need to build walls. Just don't leave the doors open. Sign 4. They react strongly when you set boundaries. A clear giveaway. The moment you say no, or "I prefer not to share that," they become defensive, offended, or cold. Why? Because someone who is watching you isn't interested in connection. They're interested in control. And the moment you resist that control, their mask slips. A true friend, a good neighbor, respects boundaries. They smile and say, "Totally understand." But the watcher? They'll push back, use guilt, make you feel like you're being paranoid, antisocial, or rude. Don't fall for it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." You cannot think clearly when someone is emotionally manipulating your comfort zone. Setting boundaries is not hostility, it's self-respect. If they react badly to your boundaries, that says more about them than it ever will about you. You owe no one full access to your life. Guard it like the Stoics guarded their peace. Sign 5. They create drama or gossip to stay relevant in your life. When a nosy neighbor crosses into the watching category, they often manufacture little crises to stay close. They might start gossiping, stirring tension, talking about your other neighbors, making comments about your guests, your noise, your choices. Why? Because drama keeps them in your life. And here's the Stoic red flag. Their peace is not internal, it's tied to your life. Seneca said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." But if your mind is constantly distracted by unnecessary social tension, you're losing power by the hour. A neighbor who needs to be in your business to feel relevant is no different from a puppet master pulling strings. Don't play the game. Stay polite, stay distant, and never react emotionally. The moment you react, you feed them. Instead, respond with calm, firm, short answers. Don't engage with the drama. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them be confused by your composure. That is true Stoic strength. Conclusion. Here's what it comes down to. Not every neighbor who waves is a friend, and not every question is innocent. Sometimes what looks like nosiness is actually intrusion, control, obsession. And the greatest danger isn't just what they see on the outside, it's what they can do to your inner peace. But as Stoicism teaches us, you are not a victim. You are the master of your mind, the guardian of your soul, and the keeper of your space. Don't feel guilty for setting boundaries. Don't apologize for valuing your privacy. Don't underestimate the power of stillness, silence, and strength. If you noticed even one of these 5 signs, don't ignore your gut. Act with calm, courage, and wisdom. And if this message struck a chord with you, please subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone who might need it. And drop a comment below. Have you ever had a neighbor cross the line? Let's talk about it. Let's grow together. Let's live with intention, because your peace is worth protecting. Until next time, stay sharp, stay wise, and stay strong.